Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chill English Podcast. I'm Brian.
And I'm Alice. It's always good to have you here with us.
Today, we're talking about something I think almost every English learner has experienced at least once in their life.
Let me guess. That moment when your brain just stops working right when you need to speak?
Exactly. You understand what people are saying, you know the words, but somehow, nothing comes out.
It's like your brain says, nope, not today. And you're just sitting there, smiling, hoping no one notices.
Yeah, I've been there too. And it's not just you. Millions of English learners face this same problem.
So today we're going to figure out why your brain can understand English perfectly well, but refuses to speak it.
And of course, we'll share some simple ways to unlock your speaking so you can finally say what you're thinking.
Oh, and before we start, we've prepared a free PDF file for you. It includes the key tips and vocabulary from today's episode, so you can review and practice after listening.
You can download it from the link in the episode description. All right, let's get started.
Brian, do you remember the first time you tried speaking another language?
Oh, I do. I was in Spain at a small cafe. The waiter asked me a super simple question, something like, "Would you like coffee or tea?" And you know what I did?
What?
I just froze. My brain went completely blank. I knew the words. I'd studied them. But in that moment, I couldn't make my mouth say them.
That's exactly the feeling many of our listeners have. You can read English, understand movies, maybe even follow a whole podcast in English. But when it's your turn to talk, your voice just doesn't come out.
Right. And you might even think, why is this happening? I understand everything. I should be able to speak.
The truth is, understanding and speaking are two completely different skills.
Exactly. In language learning, we call them passive skills and active skills. Passive skills are listening and reading, where you're receiving information. Active skills are speaking and writing, where you're producing language.
And here's the thing. You can be really strong at passive skills, but still struggle with active ones if you don't practice them enough.
Yep. It's like watching cooking shows for years, but never actually stepping into the kitchen. You know the recipes, but can you cook the meal? That's another story.
I like that example. And for speaking English, we need to get out of the watching mode and into the doing mode.
Which brings us to the big question, why does your brain freeze when it's time to speak? Let's dig into the science behind it. Okay, let's break down what's really happening in your brain when it refuses to speak English.
Reason number 1, lack of speaking practice. Your brain might have the vocabulary stored, but it hasn't trained the retrieval muscle.
Exactly. It's like knowing all the dance moves in your head, but never actually stepping on the dance floor. The moment you try, you feel stiff and awkward.
Reason number 2, overthinking grammar. You're so busy trying to make the perfect sentence that your brain slows down and freezes.
And while you're busy thinking about tenses and word order, the conversation moves on, and suddenly, your turn is gone.
Reason number 3, fear of judgment. Sometimes it's not your English that's stopping you, it's your emotions. You're worried about sounding silly, making mistakes, or being misunderstood.
And when you feel nervous, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol, which makes it harder for your brain to recall words.
That leads us to reason number 4, different brain pathways for understanding and speaking. Listening uses recognition. Oh, I've heard that word before. Speaking uses recall. Now I have to remember and say that word myself.
And recall is harder, especially under pressure. It's the difference between recognizing a face in a crowd and remembering someone's name on the spot.
So if you feel stuck when speaking English, it's not because you're bad at English. It's just that your active skills need more training.
And that's the good news. It's something you can train. Which brings us to our favorite part, solutions. All right, Alice, I think it's time we help our listeners actually break that speaking block. We've got 5 tips that work like magic, if you stick with them.
Yep. And the first one is my favorite: daily low-pressure speaking. That means you don't need a partner, no stage, no audience, just you talking to yourself.
Like a friendly chat in your own head, or out loud. For example, okay, now I'm making breakfast. I'll put the bread in the toaster. Simple self-talk.
Exactly. And if you want to level it up, try shadowing. Listen to a short clip in English and copy the way they speak, almost like you're their echo.
That's a game changer. Now, tip 2. Flow first, accuracy later. A lot of learners freeze because they're worried about grammar or perfect pronunciation.
Yeah, and that's like trying to dance perfectly before you even know the music. Let your words flow first. You can polish them later.
Right. Tip 3. Quick response training. This one's fun. Have someone ask you simple questions and answer as fast as possible. No long thinking pauses.
Or if you don't have a partner, just play a question and answer app, or even set a timer and challenge yourself to answer instantly.
Tip 4. Think in English. This is huge. Stop translating from your native language. It's like adding a traffic jam in your brain.
Yeah, try thinking about your day in English, or even planning what you'll say before a meeting. Again, in English. It feels weird at first, but it gets easier.
And finally, tip 5. Safe practice spaces. Join online speaking clubs, language exchange groups, or even small private classes where you don't feel judged.
The more relaxed you feel, the faster you improve. Pressure kills confidence, but safety builds it.
So to recap, self-talk, flow first, quick responses, thinking in English, and safe spaces. 5 simple tools to smash that block.
And remember, listeners, don't wait for perfect conditions to start. Start messy, improve as you go.
All right, friends, it's vocabulary time. Let's review some useful words and phrases we talked about today.
Yes, we've got 6 great ones for you. Let's start with the first. Go blank. Brian, can you explain?
Sure. Go blank means suddenly forgetting what to say or what you were thinking. For example, I went blank during my presentation because I got nervous.
Oh, I've been there. Next is overthink. That's when you think too much about something, sometimes until it stresses you out. Like, I overthought my answer in the interview and it made me sound less confident.
Exactly. Third word, judgment. This is when people form an opinion about you, sometimes without knowing the whole story. For example, she spoke with confidence, without fear of judgment.
I like that example. Number 4 is recall. This means to remember something from memory. I couldn't recall the exact word in English, so I used another one.
Nice. Next is flow. This means a smooth and natural way of speaking or doing something. For example, once I relaxed, my English speaking started to flow.
And the last one is safe space. That's a place where you feel comfortable to speak or share without fear. Like, our English club is a safe space for everyone to practice.
So, friends, here's a quick challenge. Can you make a sentence with at least 2 of these words today? Try it in your English practice.
Yes, and don't be afraid of mistakes. This is your safe space to grow.
All right, before we wrap up today's episode, Alice, I've got a little challenge for our listeners.
Oh, I like this. What kind of challenge are we talking about?
It's called the 1-minute object description challenge. It's super simple. You pick any object near you right now, maybe your coffee mug, your phone, or even your socks, and you talk about it in English for 1 minute.
Right. No stopping, no switching back to your first language, and definitely no translating in your head. Just keep talking, even if you repeat yourself or make mistakes.
Exactly. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to train your brain to keep English flowing.
You know, your brain already knows the English words you've learned. Speaking is just training it to come out quickly and naturally.
And the secret to improving isn't talent, it's daily effort. Even 1 minute a day can make a huge difference if you stay consistent.
So give this challenge a try right after the episode ends. And if you want, record yourself and listen back. You'll be surprised at how much you can already say.
All right, friends, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, progress is a journey, not a race.
We believe in you. See you next time.